episode of Aight So Boom, with myself, Baxter Wordsworth, and my co-host Dama No Nils. Dama, how you feeling? Dama, you're on mute. You're not on mute, but you're not. There's no audio. Mm, nope.
And
There you go.
no,
There you
yeah,
are. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So I'm just sitting here clapping like
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
grasp, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so boom, man, I'm good. I'm chilling. We did the MC challenge last night. It was
Facts.
super fire. Everybody killed it. We had a great time competing. It was amazing, man. I had a blast.
Yeah, me and Dama had planned to have a victory parade for one of us today, but they didn't tell us who won. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We won't know till next week, so we're
I'm
gonna have
pretty.
to have the victory.
I'm pretty sure it's you, but it just in case, you know.
I'm pretty sure it's me too. I didn't go.
You was mad humble last night. This is a
Yo,
different Dama.
yeah,
She said,
this
"I'm pretty
this
sure it's
I so
me
boom
too."
Dama, you know what I'm saying? This one I let it all, you know what I'm saying? Let it
This
all
black
go.
hoodie
Cause last
Dama.
night I was like, yo, thank you, my G. You know what I'm saying? It could be anybody's game. You know what I'm saying? Like we all peace and
I'm.
blessings, my God. But you know,
You were like, I'm just. It's an honor to be nominated.
right,
Yo, fuck
right.
that. Also with us as always is the brother who keeps the show going from behind the scenes, but low key in front of the scenes. Soulful Souls. Souls, how you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing great. That was a great night last night. Had the pleasure of judging you guys, my friends and shit.
Facts, facts,
Great
facts,
show,
facts.
man. Wow, you had standout moments, and it's great to. I'm just humbled to be around this much talent, man.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this, we do a show called it was the MC Challenge on the EO Zoom. Find the EO Zoom somehow. Do it. Do your own research. Find it and
Yeah,
join us.
figure it out, bro. I'm tired of giving directions to the house. You know where the house is at.
But this show is called ISO Boom. It's a show that's broken up into two parts. The first part is called what is it? Just world events, current events. The second part is called destructive criticism. Current events is where we just talk about the shit that's going on in the world today. So it informs us of what's happening.
Stop playing, keep it moving, stop playing.
And if we
And
don't
we
fuck
gonna
with
tell
it,
it. Yeah, we just gonna
we
tell them to
say
keep it moving.
keep it moving. Right, 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 right. So let's get into
Sorry, I
current
did.
events right now. What do we got first, Sos?
So obviously, everybody's been talking about this: the Ti and Tiny allegations of the drug
Ooh.
and trafficking and sexual abuse. What are you
Yeah.
guys' thoughts on
It
that?
keeps getting spicier and spicier, bro. Because last week it was just one chick that sounded like she just came off the bad threesome and had the coke headache and was like, "Yo, I fucking hate y'all. I'm about to expose everything." I was like, "Yo, they're gonna eat this." But now this week, it's starting to look like it's getting the plot is thickening, and now a lot of women are coming out the woodwork saying that they drugged them or whatever. And like I'm like, okay, this is the thing though. I have some feelings on this because I don't know a lot of information on this, but it's like, at what point do we stop using certain words that mean something like horrendous, like child sex trafficker
Mm-hmm.
or like pedophile or something like that, when what you really mean is, they freaky and do some things
Yeah,
that's maybe
he's a
beyond your
dirty
score.
old man, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you can't just like when you use those words for anybody that
Like
does
that's a
anything
crime.
right. That's a crime against children that people get killed in jail for. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like the most heinous of acts that like, even the speculation of it can end your life. You know what I'm saying? So when you start talking like that, like because what you're doing is you're desensitizing us to that word, and we're no longer
Right.
phased by the word pedophile or child sex trafficker. We're just like, oh, he might have just fucking looked at an 18-year-old's ass one time, and that's what they call him. You know what I'm
And
saying?
and,
So
and also like, we got to be specific when we're talking about crimes, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're like,
mhm.
yo, this mother like, people talk about the Tory Lanez and the Megan Thee Stallion thing is like, yo, he shot me. It's like if he shot at you, or if he like, if he didn't like pull a trigger that released a bullet that like injured you, that he didn't shoot you, right? But it's like, but
Right.
she's saying no, he shot me. But it's like, yo, that's why, like, that's a crime. And if that happened, he should go to jail. Like, same
Right.
thing with pedophile. Like, if it's like a way older dude and a younger chick is like, oh, he's a pedophile. It's like, is he sleeping with children? Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right.
is this person sleeping with children? You know, because like if they are, then they should go to jail, and like we need to
Right.
be specific about that. And that's kind of where I'm with this Ti and Tiny thing. Is like, are they charged with any crimes? Like, are the police involved with this yet?
No, they
no.
haven't even like lawyer. Like I don't even think like I think besides whatever lawyer they probably already have on deck because they be catching mad charges on the regular.
Right.
That I don't think they've gotten anything like like except making statements to protect themselves on some like, yo, you're bugging. You know what I'm saying? Like Shorty was talking about a lot of different things that he
Yeah.
did that all sounded like just like violent sex play. You know what I'm saying? Like not
Right.
violent in the sense like consensually violent sex play
Like he's into
with,
some
you
shit.
know, yeah, like they into some shit. See, like this is the age where everybody's in everybody's business in
Yeah.
places where we shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
We
yeah,
know
I
too
want to
much.
know the scoop, but I don't want to know all the scoop. You know what I'm
We
saying?
know
I
too
don't
much about too many people, yo.
too much. And it's like, yo, if you're like this, like I feel like they are a target too. You know what I'm saying? They're an
True.
easy target
True,
too.
but
So
also
it's like,
I feel like Ti plays into that shit, yo. Like,
mm-hmm.
there's a part of me, and you know, I can't judge Ti. He's the king of the South, right? Or you know, whatever. But
So
like,
he says, man.
there's a part of me that's like disappointed in like what he's become, because he's become like a character. He's
Yes.
become like you know, this like it's not shocking to see him in tabloids or to see him involved in some like messy like weird shit, you know what I'm saying? And like there was at a point in his time where he was like a gangster. He was like, you know, a well respected like OG, and there was even a time where he was on his like super like black power shit. And it's like every time something like this comes out about him, every time something comes out about him, like the shit with his daughter and all that stuff, it kind of just like takes him down a notch in like in my personal sort of like respectability parameters. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Ti, go back to spitting fucking dope raps. Like
Or
find
just kind of keep your, but that's what happens also when you start podcasting as well. You know what I'm saying? Like what you're doing, like even what we're doing here, a lot of people are getting to know us through our opinions that we share. They don't even have to know our personal information, and sometimes something
yeah.
personal would just slip up. And if we're on the level of Ti famous, somebody could take that and, you know what I'm saying, really
Yeah.
run with some kind of situation. So that's what happens when you start like over sharing
Yeah.
your whole everything with the world, like doing a podcast. And he called it expeditiously, which is
He
like
did a
one of those words
podcast.
that
He
he's
brought his
known for.
brought his entire family on a reality show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did that first. So he's
Right.
been
So he
seeking
like
out
opens
that
him
kind of.
he's opening himself up to this sort of shit. But anyway, like you know, hopefully fuck who you want to fuck. It just don't fuck him in a way that makes him press charges. I think we could keep it moving from there.
All right,
Keep
so
it moving.
Stop
Yeah.
playing, yeah. Keep
yeah,
it
I'm not gonna
moving.
play it every time. But yeah, next up, we got Kanye West is getting sued for $30 million by his Sunday service members for like late missed payments, mistreatments, and broken labor laws.
Okay, so you know what I learned on TikTok?
What's this?
Check this out, and I retained this information, so I'm happy about that. There is a law, California divorce law states that if you are getting divorced and you're about to do like a division of the assets or whatever your prenup states or whatever, it basically states that you're not responsible for your partner's debt or any kind of situation like that from the date of the separation. So what they were saying is that what they're doing basically is trying to keep Kim away from this $30 million lawsuit by saying that they were separated. That's why they made it a whole tabloid article saying Kim and Kanye are filing for divorce. They're currently in a legal separation or whatever the case is, right? They might not even ever get divorced, but they got this separation going down that basically keeps her away from this lawsuit situation. So
Sort
that's
of keeps
another.
might keep them both away from the lawsuit. Really, it keeps the money away from the lawsuit, right?
It keeps the money away from the people because what they're doing is suing Kanye, but really what they're doing is suing Kanye's LLC, limited liability. He's not responsible for that
Right.
30 million. Whatever company he could bankrupt in that situation or whatever can pay that. You know
But what I'm saying is, like, if they let's say they're not really separated, they're just pretending to be separated, because then like her money is safe. Which, if they're not separated, they have some money that is safe. It's almost like a Swiss bank account, but like a person.
It is. It is, and this is another one of those things that, like, you know, everybody can do these kinds of loophole tricks on every level of wealth that you have. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Some people do these kinds of things with straight up government funds. You know what I'm
Right. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's about like knowing money and understanding how it works in America, of like that kind of floating and
Yeah.
understanding
With
the laws in your
companies.
state.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, those are the kind of things that feel like they say, like, keep the rich richer and the poor poorer. Like
Yeah.
that information, everybody having access to that kind of information completely will level the playing field in that
Right.
situation, because you know what I'm saying? Like, you're able to actually get money and not lose it all because you know how to allocate funds appropriately and how to maneuver.
Right.
Even their marriage is a business. You know what I'm
When
saying?
those
Even if it's
motherfuckers
real, it's still a business, you know?
when those motherfuckers exploited the stock market, is just like because they realized the same shit that motherfuckers had always known and
Exactly.
played the game against itself. But all in all, Kanye, pay what you owe, fam. You owe
Yeah, pay
motherfuckers
what you
money.
owe, bro.
Pay what you owe.
And you doing this shit in the name of the Lord, bro. Come on, pay what you owe.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, feed the people with fishes and loaves.
Hmm.
Let's keep it moving. What's next? What's next?
So what do you guys think about this Wendy Williams biopic that's going around that alleges that she had affairs with Method Man and Eric B?
Ooh, I didn't know about the Eric B part, but I heard the documentary is crazy. Like, she was on her coke party wave shit. Zuli told me it was fire, so I definitely have to check it out.
Wait, the
Um,
documentary's on, where is it at?
it's on Hulu, but like special Hulu, so
Is she
I might pirate it.
is she is she is the documentary through her? Because it's the biopic is she's involved in. The documentary, is she involved in that? Does anybody know? Either
Uh,
way, I'll tell you this much. I don't like Wendy Williams. Don't really fuck with her. I don't got no questions about her life. I don't want to know who she slept with, famous rapper or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you slept with Method Man, way to go for you. Like, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, ugh.
Yo, it was funny because like, this is kind of like something that Aight So Boom was gonna kind of originally be involved in too. I saw Cool Man Logan post an article saying Method Man is like fire shots at Wendy Williams or some shit for talking
Yeah,
shit, or you know, blabbing her mouth or whatever, and he captioned his post, "I don't care." And everybody in the comments was like, "But you do care, you're sharing it." And I'm
yeah. I
like,
mean,
what we need to do is make our own news article, and it'll be about our friends and what they're posting about and how they feel about it. So in that instance, it would have been Cool Man Logan doesn't care that Method Man fired shots at William Williams. You know what I'm
that's the
saying?
hot
And it
story.
was just
The hot story is that Cool Man Logan doesn't care.
he doesn't care. Like, and like yo, can you be reached for comment? Can you be reached for comment?
We're live with our man in the street. He's with Cool Man Logan right now. Cool Man Logan, can we get you?
He's like,
Is it
yo,
true?
yo, leave me alone,
Is
man.
it true
Leave
that
me
you
alone.
do not care? But yeah, like Wendy Williams, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
You know,
that's
she's
how.
a messy lady, man. You
But it's
know,
also like
that's what
her job is to talk about other people. When do we start? Why are we talking about the person that talks about other people? You know what I'm saying?
you
I'm
know,
not trying.
that's interesting because they are a person in themselves, and some people are able to break out of that, like a Charlemagne. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like we do care now about
I
Charlemagne,
don't
but when
care
he,
about Charlemagne. Like, I don't need to
you
know who.
don't.
No, I don't need to know who he's dating. I don't need to know.
But Charlemagne, like, maybe you don't, but Charlemagne is like like people, you know what I'm saying, engage with
Yes,
his content. You know what I'm saying?
he says interesting things. Like, what I'm saying is, like,
Yeah,
I'll still listen to Charlemagne talk, right? But
yeah.
like, the
You don't
interesting
care
part
what
about
he's going
Charlemagne,
through.
right? The interesting part about Charlemagne isn't like his love life. It isn't like who he's dating. I like
Yeah, true.
fucking Angie Martinez was dating Jay-Z allegedly. I never knew. It didn't change anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck
Yeah.
it, B. Like, I don't need to know
I
about Wendy
care more
Williams.
about somebody like a Angie Martinez because
Me
she's been
too.
like
Shout out
a
to Angie
friend to the
Martinez.
game, who's really been real, like you
She's a
could tell her
princess to
interviews.
the game.
She's a
She's a
fucking real like
queen.
queen, super queen, leader, innovator, like put mad people on. Mad people owe her for their careers and shit. And she's a real friend to it too.
She's a
Unlike
legend on
somebody
two
like
stations.
right. Unlike somebody like
facts.
a academics or Wendy Williams
Fuck
or people that just like
academics.
exploit situate like academics is like a straight up pariah. You know what I'm saying? Like Wendy
Yeah.
Williams is just messy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like gossipy and messy. So if you're feeling
Yeah.
like, ooh, like Wendy Williams is your bitch, you know what I'm saying? But
No, I get it, and like I'm just saying, is like she excels in that. Obviously, that's her world. But it just to me, it's like it's just a little too too like metaphysical to be watching a movie about a person who's made a career about talking about other more famous people. Like, you know, it's like I get it. I don't really like. I don't have any desire to hear the Wendy Williams story. You know,
The Wendy Williams.
the Wendy Williams story. I was a messy bitch.
I'm kind of interested
and I
because I'm like, what makes you be that? What makes you be that?
The Wendy Williams stories. I was a messy bitch, and I still am.
I'm even
You know
messier
what I'm saying?
now.
The
This
end.
is a true Hollywood story.
But you know what? I take that back because the Howard Stern movie was fucking fire. Howard Stern,
Yeah.
shout out to Howard Stern and Eminem for playing themselves in their own fucking stories, yo. Anyway,
I like that.
let's
And
keep it,
like a Joan Rivers, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's keep it moving.
let's keep it moving. Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah. We don't care, Method Man and Wendy Williams.
Silento, the guy that made Whip and Nene,
Mhm.
got arrested for his murdering his own cousin. You guys,
Why?
I'm gonna just keep it moving off the rip on that, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
nothing
figured
about
yours
nothing, and it's like,
Right.
all right. So I want to hear
Yeah.
your opinion about this. Definitely, we got to stop it here.
Oh, Sosa's rubbing his hands. I'm excited.
Little Uzi Vert, $24 million diamond on his forehead. What do you guys think about that?
yo, I think he's young, dumb, and full of ones and hundreds
Diamonds.
and yeah.
He's like a fucking the Lucky Charms leprechaun in real life, right? Motherfuckers are gonna be after his Lucky Charms. Like, I mean, whatever,
Yo,
man.
I was thinking about that the other day. It's like, yo, if somebody like, listen, people are hungry in these streets right now. You know what I'm saying? People caught X at the fucking dealership. Like, they will like really,
but
try
not
to
really,
you and fucking peel the shit out your face.
And then what? And then what?
Pawn it.
Yeah,
to who? Pawn it?
Yeah, that's a 24 million.
You can't.
Yes, you can. Black
you gonna go into a pawn shop and be like, give me millions of dollars for this thing?
No, you don't go to a pawn shop. You black market that shit. There's a whole fucking dark web of people that will fucking bid on that. With no cops or anybody knowing on little.
Listen,
Uzi's
I believe that exists. I don't believe that any motherfucker who's gonna run up on Little Uzi Vert and rip it out of his head can also is also on the black market that can facilitate a sell of a one-of-a-kind diamond on the black market in a way that's not gonna get them caught. That's all I'm saying. Like if you could do that,
all it takes is that guy knowing another guy that is like, yo.
But that guy's already making millions of dollars. Like if you know about the black market if you know about the dark web and the black market enough that you could facilitate the sell of a multi-million-dollar diamond in a way one of a kind that no one is going to get caught, you're already rich and you're not about to fucking you're not about to risk it prying a diamond out of Little Uzi Vert's head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the big score for you.
You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. The dark web is sick, and people and it transfers into reality too. And high stakes prizes like that are the ones that people go after, because it's not just enough to like get like they could funnel people's accounts. They could do all types of shit, but it'll be like Kim Kardashian's phone. Because it's such a high commodity, will sell for a lot more. So like,
right,
but Uzi diamond specifically.
But Kim Kardashian's
security,
phone,
quick.
Kim Kardashian's phone is like, it's a phone. There's so many phones. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like if there's people who can access the dark web, then the cops have them too. You know, the cops know. The FBI would be involved. Like $24 million? Anyway. My shit is this.
That's a big fucking diamond, bro. I need to take a look at this. Let me look at this warlock.
This is how I feel about it. He's turned himself into an anime character. He's turned himself into a character from Steven Universe. He's turned himself into fucking Vision from
Vision.
Right? You know, at the end of the day, more power to him. You know, people talk about they ain't scared to walk around with a target on their forehead. He's literally proving it in real life. He's like,
and it does not look good though. When I'm looking at it, it
looks weird.
It looks like a lesion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It looks like a pussy.
Right.
Straight up.
It does.
It really does. It looks like a fucking
diamond vagina.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it looked like. I don't know what type of weird Illuminati shit conspiracy theory this is, but somebody told him open his third eye, and that motherfucker said, I will, but like this.
Also, like, what if you bump your head on some shit? That's gotta hurt, fam.
Bro, the healing process. First of all, skin rejects
Yeah.
outside sources. That's
It's
why
called
sometimes
foreign body something. But yeah, you're right.
yeah, you
Yeah.
could reject piercings, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But it's like especially dermal piercings that don't have an out. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like so shit like that, your body naturally rejects it. You know what I'm
Right, right,
saying?
right,
So
right, right.
it's gonna be it's gonna be weird. I'm just weird. I'm really like always fascinated about how loose people are with their face. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very like I don't want to do nothing to my face because I don't want to
Yeah.
look in the mirror and not like what I see. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
it's scary how people are just like, yeah, I'll fucking put an ice cream on my face, put this on my face, you know, whatever. It's
Yeah.
like,
Right. But they would do as long as you ready to live with it, you know what I'm saying?
right, you gotta be really ready.
Shout out to Lil Uzi Vert. We could keep it moving from this.
All right, so something I thought
Fucking,
was
I
cool.
hope nobody peels his forehead, man.
Something I thought was pretty cool. Jadakiss is going to be on all subways now, in like the trains, like the closing the doors. Shit. I got a sample if you want
No
to hear it.
way. Yes, please.
I'll play it. Huh?
Fucking Rosie Perez is already on
If
the
you are
subway.
experiencing any symptoms of COVID-19, please quarantine at home or seek medical attention. Thanks for helping to keep New York City safe.
Oh my god!
Why does that shit sound like a threat? Play it one more time. I feel threatened.
Matching the energy, right? Like, yo, if you or
Right.
a loved one is experiencing
I feel like
COVID-19, my man, back the fuck up.
I feel like if I was on that train car with my girlfriend, I'd be like, let's get off right now. Let's get off this stop right now. It's like I don't know what's about to happen in this train car, but somebody
if you
about
are
to get shanked.
experiencing any symptoms of COVID-19, please quarantine at home or seek medical attention. Thanks for helping to keep New York City safe.
That was the equivalent of a "you're welcome" when no one said thank you. Thank you for
Right.
keeping New York City safe.
Right.
Like,
It's like when a motherfucker tells you get home safe and you like is that a threat? He's like is that a challenge?
Yeah.
Yo fam.
There is a way you could say it that
home
tells
safe.
people you're not gonna get home safe. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta insert it right after somebody says something fucked up to you, and you're just like, yeah, how about get home safe?
Word, be safe, my
Be
G.
safe.
It's like you know something I don't.
Be safe, my G.
But yo, shout out to that. I appreciate that they're putting like New Yorkers on that thing. It don't change the fact that the MTA fucking sucks though, yo.
Sucks.
Any business you run where you have to have a recorded apology for it being a piece of shit, like there's a recorded message that says we apologize for the inconvenience. Like they play that shit so many times a day. You are running a shitty business. Imagine if you walked into a store that was like, we're sorry for getting your order wrong. Please have like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how you know you even got it wrong yet? Like you anticipating that you're gonna get it wrong. The MTA knew it was gonna suck before you even fucking paid your money. It's like, your train is fucked up. Sorry for the inconvenience.
And how about the fact that the whole about Amazon charging not Amazon charging $3 extra for packages that are delivered in New York City on top of whatever delivery fee it is.
Wait,
and
why?
For that extra $3 to go to the MTA to help bail out the MTA. Did you hear about that?
Fuck the MTA, yo.
Yo, and I'm like, yo, y'all upping the price. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is wrong, but I read an article. I might have been, but I feel like nothing is fucking real. I don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that could have been written by some fucking propagandist too. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely did hear that packages were gonna have an extra $3 delivery fee into New York City, and that $3 delivery fee will be used to bail out the MTA.
Can I tell you something? And this is the last thing I'm gonna say. The profit that the MTA makes doesn't even go to New York City. You know what I'm saying? The profit that the MTA makes goes to Albany, New York, and it gets used to pay for utilities and infrastructure statewide. So it's like we're fixing roads up in fucking Buffalo and Rochester with this money. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I get it. That's cool. But it fucking sucks that like New York City residents, the fare's been going up consistently for years. And it's like we don't even benefit the most
even a little
from
bit.
it. So even now, this is like even more. So it's like, so now we're gonna have to pay more for packages, right? For money that's bailing out a system where the profit of it doesn't even benefit us. If it was New
Yep.
York State, then it should be New York State. It should be packages inside of New York State and not just New York City.
It might be. I might, you know what I'm saying? But it seems like it's New York City
I'm
because
upset
it's talking
anyway.
about MTA. Yeah, I don't like that shit. And I'm like, you know, it's like a constant construction, constant fixing, constant. Like my worst shit more than anything else is fucking like the shuttle bus when like it stops at Atlantic and it don't go no further until Kings Highway. So you got to
Yeah.
take a fucking shuttle bus. That
Yeah.
should be blowing minds. Like
Right.
those kind of things. And I'm like, yo, it's every other week. Y'all
Yo,
got
B, if I
something
wanted to
going
take a
on.
bus, I would have took a bus. I got on the train for a reason, fam.
Bro.
But yo, speaking of that, them constantly being under construction, I think it's time for us to keep it moving until our next segment titled "Destructive Criticism." Criticism. We should have a song for that. Is there like
yeah,
a
I was just
destructive
gonna say I
song?
don't have
Yeah.
nothing for that. Sorry, guys.
Have a
Yeah.
fucking like the theme song of like some kind of villain in a movie fucking coming to and destroying
No,
Godzilla.
we need to have
Rawr.
what's that Limp Bizkit song? Break Stuff. Just one of those days. We just
When you
want to
don't want to wake
wake
up.
up.
Everything you suck. Everybody sucks.
And that'll be it.
Everybody
That'll
sucks here.
right.
It's
But yo, this is destructive
criticism.
criticism, where we scour the internet, we found music and videos from indie artists, and we give them our honest and real critique about their music. If we think they're whack, we'll tell them they're whack. If we think they're dope, we'll tell them they're dope. If we think they should never do this again, we'll find them and kill them. And that's how the show goes.
And destroy every recorded audio they've ever made.
We'll
to ensure that nobody ever gets to hear it.
We'll murder the bloodline, if you know what that means. But anyway, so here we are. Sosa's going to play some songs for us, and me and Dama are going to give our honest critique about them. So who do we have coming up first?
So we have a dope battle rap that came through to the dub a little bit. Cortez, and his song is called "Gotta Go." You guys can see it, right? We good?
Yes.
Did you put the sound thing?
Yes.
We live right now, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're doing the show. What up, Buddha?
You guys hear it?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you never said anything, if you never.
Candles by the shower, scents off the incense. Got me looking in your eyes, you've been distant. It's like you're living with regret, you're losing interest. Expecting me to change, but how? You ain't forgive yet? Yeah, I strayed. I guess I didn't know my part, but my apologies. I had fears of you going far. I'm in the streets, you in college. We've grown apart, a friend with benefits, but much more to a broken heart. My emotions, voicemails, missed calls. You trying to ignore, I'm going through the withdrawal. Still, I'm a sucker for French tips, lip gloss, heels on, hair long. Other bitches pissed off. Damn, we still creeping every now and then. I was thinking quicker, yet now we's an hour in. I never thought we could fall for each other. Short stay rooms where we long for each other. Fucking for the moment, tossing the rubber. She can satisfy my needs, but what we want from each other? Tell me, I'm looking in your eyes, got me drawn in. Pennies to the side, then I slide when I'm going in. Waking up, recharge, we go again, so don't act like you don't miss how I hold your limbs. Good sex ain't everything, but when you're lonely, it's the only thing. A woman's touch is tailor-fitted for her only ring. The only problem is, I don't even know her name. Damn, I'm insecure, I guess I gotta play the game, but I ain't for the gossip. Chill with all the saying names, exes try and hate, and still won't make a claim. Let's keep this between us and don't say a thing. Private suites when I'm on the road. Pack your bags, leave the telly. We gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Yo, we saw that shit flying on the right.
We just see him go,
Gideon.
Don't be laughing at me, yo.
Wait. That's exactly what happened to me. You're like, alright.
Pennies to the side, then I slide where I'm going in. Waking up, recharge. You know I'm getting, so don't act like you don't miss how I hold your lens.
There's a whole nother 40 seconds.
Yeah, you can start it.
Word. That was super solid. The after scene, I think was mad unnecessary. The fucking 30 seconds of like who was in it or whatever. Like I get why we have to do that. I get like, people need their things, but it was like, meh. Just it seemed like extra. I fucked with the beat hard. It's like that sounds like that Kendrick song, right? That was super dope. The fucking verses were dope. There was a disconnect for me between like the what was he was rapping about and what was actually happening, right? Because it's like, from what I understand, it's like he was creeping, and then he went home, right? That was the gist of the story, and the video is telling. But what he was rapping about, sometimes it felt like he was in a relationship with somebody that he was like it was a deep relationship, but then he would also say things like, "But I don't know her, I don't know her name," and I'm like, "Yo, wait, what's going on here? Like, is it
Yeah,
something?"
Daddy lost me right there.
Right. So it's like, maybe he's just saying fly shit, which I fucks with that too. But like, it was hard for me to follow, like, what if he was telling a story or if he was just saying a bunch of fly shit. Either way, though, obviously he's a dope rapper.
Yeah.
Shit is solid. That's what it is.
Yeah, it was definitely a solid song. The beat is the same sample as Drake, Pound
Drake.
Cake.
Right.
It's the same sample as the Ellie Goulding sample, which it's like I like it, but it's also like a really high place to aim. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're using that sample, like knowing where it was used and how it was used, beat wise and everything like that, it's like I was hoping for something a little bit more creative on the musical side of it because you're
Right.
using a sample that was famously used before in the exact loop. Like it wasn't chopped any differently or anything like that. So I was hoping for something a little bit different, but overall, like solid track, you know what I'm saying? Like easy listening. The scene that I thought was extra was holding the condom up and ripping it because I was like,
Oh, right. Like, who does that?
yeah, that was weird. It was almost like it felt like a Magnum commercial in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, that was kind of unnecessary, you know.
Oh, you
But
know what?
but overall, it was good, and I really liked the way the video was shot. There was a lot of
Oh yeah,
beautiful shots,
the
beautiful
video was
scenes.
mad professional.
Yeah.
But also, what I wanted to say was another thing that got me, and like this might just be personal preference, right? Like, so he's rapping, right? He's really rapping, like you rapping it kind of hard, and it's like there's no chorus to the song, so there's no like singing, there's no R&B element or whatever. And I'm like, who is this song and video for, and who's gonna listen to it, and under what circumstance, right? Because it's like there's obviously some aspect of like it's a love song, right? But it's like, what part of it is for the ladies? Now there are some ladies who like to hear like a motherfucker talk some shit, right? And they like that too. But it's like, I don't know if they like it enough for it to just be that, you know? Like like have
Yeah,
a
it didn't feel like for the ladies because
Right.
for the ladies has a hook.
Right.
The beat is sexy, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But
the
fact that
beat
it's
is
a
sexy.
long verse is not, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a long verse, so to me it felt like pouring your heart out. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like I'm pouring my
Right.
heart out on these pages because kind of
But
like a dedication. Like I miss whatever girl I'm talking about, or
right,
maybe I don't know how to
but then when he
express
says shit
myself
like
to the
I don't know her
person.
name, it kind of like throws that off. And it's like, and it's not like it
See,
can't.
that
It's not
felt
like
like a line that you throw in. That felt like one of those fly shit lines that you just like throw.
right.
But I don't know her name. It's like, but you do.
Right. But also like it can be done, right? Because I feel like an LL Cool J
Yeah.
has done shit like that before, where he could like just like but he does it like when LL's rapping to the ladies, he's rapping to the ladies. It's like they can listen to the song and imagine him rapping to them. I think Cortez, like he's still like he's a battle rapper, right? Like he's known for rapping that hard shit. So it's like he's like he's still kind of doing that
Yeah.
too much, maybe a bit, and maybe he could like. I mean, the song's already out, but like, if it was like had a bit more tenderness in the verse, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because in the beginning it felt really heartfelt. Like those first, I think, like 8 bars
Yeah.
really felt super like introspective in a way that was like it's cool to see that side of somebody like a Cortez. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool to see that side of him because it's like, okay, like, this isn't just another joint where you just, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
talking about,
It makes him more
regular rap
three-dimensional.
shit. Yeah, exactly. So I definitely like that, and the visual combined with it was definitely dope. But like the fact that it was a long verse made it definitely feel like it was like you know what I'm saying, like
Right.
pages from my diary kind of shit, which is cool. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want it to be for the ladies, it got to be a little more tender for sure.
Yeah. All right. What we got coming up now?
Run Cash and C Millies.
Is this from the poached? Yeah. We poaching y'all posts. Don't post your shit online if you don't want it to destructive criticism.
Yo, facts. If you post anything online, we'll find it and we will criticize
If it's on the internet, we are gonna critique it.
Right.
CBG, Sean Cash, Millsy, yeah. Cash Boy Gang, yeah. Niggas get killed by the day. It's too dirty, that's why I'm staying out the way. It's too dirty, that lean with the Sprite, yeah. It's too dirty, I'm trying to maintain, but it's too dirty. Them streets ain't safe, yeah. It's too dirty, them hoes ain't straight, yeah. They too dirty. 12 killing niggas, a load in my trunk, pistol in my car, I can't get caught. I'm too dirty.
This street shit too dirty. I was making plays and moves early. These hoes be wildin', they too thirsty. All of my niggas is shoot for me. I hang with gorillas, a true story. Lil Vanilla, I scoop shawty. I brace until it a booth shawty. I was out early like 2:30. This shit is dirty and grimy, but me, I stay minty clean. For that dough, I'm going nuts. You soften the Krispy Kreme. I'm just succeeding and eating, so why is they hating me? Told all my niggas to pray for me. Living my life, it won't take from me. Pistol that sit in my vehicle, I keep it real with you, I ain't finna go like that. Pockets on swole like that, so you ain't gotta get a pole like that. I'm riding dirty, chameleon air. Champion style, bitch, I'm really in here. I done met me a Sicilian here, I won't stop till I bet me a billionaire.
Niggas get killed by the day. It's too dirty, that's why I'm staying out the way. It's too dirty, that lean with the Sprite, yeah. It's too dirty, I'm trying to maintain, but it's too dirty. Them streets ain't safe, yeah. It's too dirty, them hoes ain't straight, yeah. They too dirty. 12 killing niggas, a load in my trunk, pistol in my car, I can't get caught. I'm too dirty. Niggas dying like crazy, niggas staying out the way. Gotta get to that paper, cause a nigga ain't safe. In the streets every day, gotta make a way. My family need me, my niggas need me, my mother need me, my brothers need me. I ain't got time for none of these niggas, the niggas that gave me shit. A niggas will act like they gave your hand out, but ain't gave you shit. Why niggas envy? Cause a nigga doing better than them. They wanna see a nigga fall like a nigga fell off or something, yeah. I'ma keep going up. Ain't for hate on no nigga. Now I got my bread up. I'ma keep getting it till it more nigga.
Bitch, nigga, try your luck. Yeah, you know I keep the pony. Yeah, I got a place for you. Cemetery in the morning.
Niggas get killed by the day. It's too dirty, that's why I'm staying out the way. It's too dirty.
It's too dirty.
Yo, that shit was boring. I'm sorry, like that was fucking boring. The second dude was good. You know, he was saying some shit. His flow was, you know what I'm saying, definitely had more energy, which isn't the most important thing, but
When you say the second dude, you mean the dude not doing the chorus?
Yeah. Cause the first dude, the main dude that's doing the chorus, man, and this video, like I feel like I've seen it 100 times. I feel like I heard this beat 100 different ways. I feel like I heard that hook before. Like everything is like the same monotonous kind of shit, and it doesn't even like if you're gonna do that, then do it to the max. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just more. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have a video that's that regular, then the song gotta be unique enough to carry it. If you're gonna have a song that's that regular, then put a fucking interesting video. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Too Dirty, whatever. Have two bitches mud wrestling, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that would have been lit. So
who knows? But damn, I'm sure that shit made me fucking want to take a nap, man. For real.
so I liked it a little bit, right? Like I thought the hook was catchy. I thought the first dude that rapped, the verse, I thought he bodied it. And even when the second dude came on, even though like I don't think he was as dope lyrically, I think he had sort of like a personality that I kind of vibed with. I completely agree that the video is bad. You know what I'm saying? Like why are you guys in the bodega rapping? Why like, you know,
The shot.
the shaky camera shit. I was like, I don't understand why. Then a lot of the fucking shit was backlit. So like there's this thing where they're all standing on the corner and like the camera would move and the sun is like directly setting behind them, so you can't like see anything. And it's like I get the idea of this shot being cool. It's not a cool shot though. And then there was another shot where there was another thing where like the light was from behind them, and it's like I get the idea of the shot being cool. But it doesn't look good. Then I dig them all wearing the same sweater, but
I like that too.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying, when they did the pan up and the homie had the what was it, the Louis bag or
Yo.
It was like, it's like, this is like, I get what you're trying to do with this shot. The effect is not that.
Doing it.
It's not that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
you're not telling me that y'all are rich and flexing. You're
right.
telling me that one of your people's got a Louis bag.
And it's like you too dirty anyway. Like,
pan.
You know what I'm saying? The whole idea of the thing is that you guys are too dirty.
That
like,
close up, like you might as well have had a Gucci belt tucked with the shirt tucked in, like and fucking zoomed. Like it's not that. That's not a flex.
Right.
Regular. And we can't. You know what I'm saying? Come on, that's.
But I agree with what you're saying, Dom. Is like, yo, the song isn't too far from some shit that we've already heard, right? It's like you rapping that gangster shit. The beat sounds very familiar to like songs we've heard. So it's like the video should be way better than this, you know? And it don't got to be complex. It don't got to be like crazy. It could just be like you two in one location that just looks solid and where the shots are deliberate. But on the other hand, there's potential here, but you know, this ain't it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, Jay Lucci with these.
Featuring TG Alex.
What
all caps.
Tryna find out what these niggas on. Yeah. Man, what these niggas on with me, man? Niggas better find something else to do, though. I know that. Yeah, say what they want. Say what they want. Yeah. I'm tryna find out what these niggas on. Cause they looking like they own something. But I hope they know I got the crown. And I ain't gon' go for nothing. I'm tryna find out what these niggas doing. I'm tryna find out what these niggas want. But I hope they know I ain't going. And if they thinking about trying me, I hope they don't. Just park the whip at the gas station, niggas staring. I hope they know I got a glizzy with a dick on it. I ain't cuffing no bitch, nigga, fuck marriage. But I might pull my dick out and let her spit on it. Junkies knocking at the door, trying to get a fix. I'm trying to stack 100 mil, I need to hit a lick. Can't do no broke shit, so Lucci need a rich bitch. About to hit the jewelry store and get my wrist split. We ain't trying to catch no charges, so we staying low. But my young niggas still posted and they trying to go. Got some shooters in the cut, throwing up them foes. A cool nigga, but ain't got no problem up and pole. Bank roll, big and sexy like a BBW. And I feel sorry for your ass if you think she love you. Never did track, but I'm running sick. These boys hating on me cause a young nigga lit. I'm trying to find out what these niggas on. Cause they looking like they own something. But I hope they know I got the crown. And I ain't gon' go for nothing. I'm trying to find out what these niggas doing. I'm trying to find out what these niggas want. But I hope they know I ain't going. And if they thinking about trying me, I hope they don't.
Niggas really wrong, they act this a ditty. Leaving them on scene, her baby daddy always hit me. News flash on my paper, you gon' see me when you read me. Say he like my smell, all these bitches Sussex smelling fishy. He know my music good, that's why these hoes be getting pissy. 66 foot tall, nigga keep his line and crispy. The type to get a nigga acting crazy, coming through, I'm gon' get a touchdown, Tom Brady. Prolific, holistic, ambitious, COVID, keep my words at a distance. Knock a bitch mad and strapped down, I stay on my mission. He like, ooh, she fine, she came from another dimension. Say got a headache cause we giving niggas this tension. Tryna see us what you own, gotta give you attention. Patience won't be long till I get this weapon dismiss you. Still got different colors, they gon' call me the trickster. I'm gon' leave a mark on you just like I gave you a blister.
I'm trying to find out what these niggas on. Cause they looking like they own something. But I hope they know I got the crown. And I ain't gon' go for nothing.
Stop it.
I'm trying to find out what these niggas.
I like her voice.
Oh yeah, her she bodied it, but she just went for too long. It's like, yo, if that verse was like half as long, and if every line
And
was
that
like
flow need to be tighter.
Right,
Flow
right,
need to-
right.
Like she sound like she just started rapping. You know what I'm saying?
also saying I left a mark on you like I gave you a blister is not a good look. Like that's not a good line. Take
And
that
that's
line
not a
out.
great finisher either.
Right. That's
how
what
you
I
ended
mean.
it.
Like this is just not a good line. What I feel about this whole thing though, what's his name? Lucci, what's his name? Lucci, whatever.
Jay Lucci.
Jay Lucci.
Jay Lucci.
Yes.
You have presence, you have a voice and a flow. You need to hire someone to write for you. Like the verse is like that's not gonna work. You like I think if you had like if the bars were there, like if things you were saying was like dope, like this whole thing would be it would be there's something here, right? Like I think you like, you know, you dress nice, you sound like a rapper. This video is of a certain quality, but the bar work just isn't anything impressive. And even the hook is like the hook, I think written wise is solid. I don't know if the performance of the hook is it, right? Like I'm trying to find out what these niggas own. Fine. Because I think they own something. That part right there needs to sound different than the first part. I'm trying to find out what these niggas own. I think they own something.
Or even like an effect on the vocal that puts it away, like
it has
separates
to be,
it.
It has to be different than the it's like the call and response. I'm trying to find out what these niggas own, and the crowd says, I think they own something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the crowd part got to sound different than the call part. But all in all, like there's something here. Jay Lucci, I think you should hire a writer. TG Alex, I think your voice sounds great. You need to tighten your bars up, and your verse on this song needs to be shorter.
Yeah, and hit that pocket, man. Hit that pocket.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we got Bass Dance Boss Man. I think it's how you pronounce it, right?
Baby, there's a fucking underscore in there.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you pronounce the underscore?
It could be French. It could be Basset.
Underscore. All right, let's go.
This is the official video, in case we were all wondering. Oh, yes.
Fighting. Love is war. Enough! The king is speaking. No more killings.
Yeah, no more killing.
Put down your weapons. Put down your swords.
The king
is right.
All hail the king.
Do it now.
Put them down.
Tonight, we bass dance.
Yeah, every time, yeah, I'm in your eyes, yeah, turpentine. You might go blind, from all my shine, bling, bling, it's sublime, yeah, where am I, who am I, almighty, hell yeah, almighty, who am I, almighty, hell yeah, almighty, who am I, sip on my wine hear the king's rhymes. Watch these peasants thought shake ass. I'm the king, I don't mind. I've had my fair share of ass. I love my queen, I get it all the time. Grind, my lady, your king will wax it from behind. I find you very entertaining, a moment of surreal. Just keep the king happy, so come polish my steel. Up and down, you might get cut, this metal shiny, yeah, it's real. Keep your hands off my bags, when you better not steal. Off to the guillotine, don't want that kind of head. Take that wench away tomorrow morning, that wench is dead. Now I need a meat, a gallop from a noble steed. Then trot right out the castle doors, a drunken king and queen. Every time, yeah, I'm in your eyes, yeah, turpentine. You might go blind, from all my shine, bling, bling. It's sublime, yeah, where am I? Who am I? Almighty, hell yeah, almighty. Who am I? Almighty, hell yeah, almighty. Who am I? I spit on the verse, number 2 would be a curse. I only get better with time. My flow grows greener than the earth. These peasants tuners think almighty. Please don't smell under the shirt. Drink up my booze, enjoy the whole barrel load. 1 keg, 2 keg, 3 keg, no more. In about 2 hours, all you peasants gotta go. It's closing time like semisonic, 2 a.m. doors closed. No more brothel, no more tails to the hoe. How much you tunic loving motherfuckers wanna steal my gold? But you can't take heat and pressure, try to hold my weight, you fold. Like this ancient Texas card game, just take your loss and go. Now last call for refills, just don't let your drink spill, now go. Every time, yeah, I'm in your eyes, yeah, turpentine. You might go blind, from all my shine.
You can't stop it.
See sublime, yeah, where am I?
Yo, my man fit turpentine into a hook.
Turpentine.
Works. Go ahead, back. Set it off.
I gotta set it off. So there's some good there's good things about this, and then there's like crazy things about this. The good thing is like, yo, you are in your own lane, fam. Like this, what's happening here is unique. There's like you have little competition in what you're offering the people, little competition in it, right? The fake what do you call it? LARPing, the LARPing costumes and all that shit is like, it's good, but the issue here is there's no half stepping with shit like this, right? You either have to, like, if you're gonna tell a joke, you can't half tell a joke, right? If you're gonna do something like adventurous or ambitious, you can't half do it, right? So it's like the video quality is kind of whack, and that takes away from it. We can't tell, or I can't tell if I'm in on the joke, if you're in on the joke, or if you are the joke. You know what I'm saying? Like that weird that weird thing is like, do you know that this is ridiculous or not? You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta like you're choosing video girls who are obviously not video girls. And if the joke is that they're obviously not video girls, then that should be the joke, right? That should be like, yo, these are my video girls, right? But like in the beginning, the girl that was dancing and stuff is like, I thought like maybe that's your actual girlfriend in real life, and like she wanted to be in your video. And it's like, I don't really know if you're aware of like the visual.
That she fugly? That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying fugly, but I'm saying like she's obviously not a video girl, right? Obviously not. So it's like, is that what you're saying, or am I supposed to like figure it out on my own? It's just like tell me what's happening in the video. You know what I'm saying?
I got that vibe. I definitely.
Eventually, I got the vibe, because like when the other girl showed up and she was in like the lingerie, and the big girls came and sat on him, I was like, okay, so he's aware that he's like, you know. But in the beginning, I was saying is like it was but there was multiple points in that. It's like, does he know that this is a bad video, or does he think that this is a good video? So it's like, if you know that your video quality is bad, like I mean the actual quality of the video, if you know that your video quality is bad, if you know that you're choosing bad shots, if you know that you're, you know, hamming it up and it's obvious, then when I find it funny, I know I'm laughing with you. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes off as like, maybe he thinks this is dope, and it's really like, you know, then it's like, then I'm laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm laughing at him or with him in this. I'm just saying like that it should be a clear distinction. I think everything was intentional, and you know what I'm saying. I
It
think
felt intentional to
right.
me. If you know what he feels like to me, he feels like a dude who is kind of famous in his hometown
Mm.
and has a good community that when he performs this song, everybody fucking wows out to this song.
Almighty.
Like fuck the club up to this shit. And that he's funny and that he knows the shit that he's doing that's obvious. Because the whole song he's calling people peasants and like just the way he's phrasing shit is mad
Right.
weird. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I feel like we're in on it, like where he's like trying to, not take himself too seriously and do a funny, kind of clever theme video. Like I felt like from the beginning, I felt like I was in medieval times.
Right. And
I was just missing a turkey leg. That's it.
I agree with you that eventually I feel like, oh, he gets it. He knows what he's doing, right? What I'm saying is
Yeah.
like that, but it should be a clear distinction. There should be no room for for interpretation. It's like what's that group when they did all the girlies know I'm pretty fly for a white guy. It's like
Yeah.
we know what the joke is. We know the white guy is the butt of the joke in this song, right? Like
Yeah.
Beastie Boys when they do Sabotage, and it's not fair to compare them to like the Beastie Boys, whatever. But it's like we know that they're being ridiculous, like when they're
Yeah,
dressed up like the
yeah.
cops and things. It's not like do they think this is serious, like So it's like
Yeah.
yo, if you're gonna do it
There's
all
something about that.
of the
Like
way.
when you look at like a good comedy actor or like good comedy skits and music videos, the one thing that they have in common is that they're all very dead serious when you're watching them. Like Beastie
Yeah,
Boys
they're
wasn't
sincerely
laughing.
ridiculous.
They're sincerely ridiculous. With this, there was enough smirking going on to give the emotion a little bit of a like where there can be room for that interpretation. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like
Yeah.
this is kind of funny, right? But I'm still like flying doing some fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like where
Right.
you're like aware of the funny in the video. Whereas if you take yourself all the way seriously, then that's when it's all the way funny. With there's
Right.
no room to question whether or not it's a joke.
Word, like that video you played where the dude is like I don't want to say overweight or fat, but the big dude and he's like working out
Leg
and
lock.
right. It's like he's so serious in that video that
Yes.
it has to be a joke. Like what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's just ridiculous. He's crying in it. He's
Right.
looking you dead in the eye, making uncomfortable eye contact. Absolutely.
And also,
Absolutely.
last thing I'm gonna say, like, yo, if you're gonna film videos, if you're gonna do videos, be creative. Like you're being creative in the content of the video, like the dressing up in the video and all of that stuff in the video. But little things like when the king is giving the speech at the beginning, if you would film like looking up at him instead of like straight on at him, it changes the whole dynamic of the thing, because now you seem kingly because you're above the crowd,
Those are those little attention to details that you need to have a creative director on
Right,
set
like you need
for.
somebody who's creative at the filming of this whole thing.
Mhm.
But all in all, this is like you're in your own lane. Keep it up.
Yeah, definitely
Like
your own lane.
even there's gonna be a lot of people who don't fuck with you because of how abstract this is. But if you find those people who fuck with you, they're gonna ride with you until you die, probably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Motherfuckers love it when they find some shit that they love that they think nobody else loves.
Yeah, that's that hipster shit. They love that shit.
That hipster shit.
So this guy's name is Tauretta.
Tauretta.
Political punctuation.
Yeah, Tauretta. And also there's some Japanese or Chinese, some Asian characters in there someplace.
Yes, correct.
Also, this is the official
Yeah,
music
yeah,
video.
Yeah, this is the official music video.
In case we were confused.
Oh boy.
Ever
More
give
Trump.
up. Don't give up. Don't allow it to happen. If there's a concrete wall in front of you, go through it, go over it, go around it, but get to the other side of that wall.
I love his beat.
I'll say the beat, solid. Video quality, solid.
Sitting in the Garden of Eden, manifesting a rose with thorns, circumcising my thoughts before they're even born. I ponder about my evolution through late nights, early mornings. The hustle never stops. Made pacts with the devil, but had my soul intact. Good intentions take you far, even with a crooked ass. I became Robin Hood and started to feed the innocent rather than exploiting the innocence. Struggling parents with product placements equals mispayments and your house taken. So let's keep it real, show love to the people, even if the sequel is rejection. Respect is a weapon that we mishandle. Where will these politicians land? They invoke the act of terror. This life is a game of chess, and to them, we are just pawns. This is political punctuation where the punks turn profits, but they in pocket the profit. Politicians be peddling power every hour of the day. So what's changed? This is political punctuation where the punks turn profits, but they in pocket the profit. Politicians be peddling power every hour of the day. So what's changed? War-torn war zones, military heroes within the flag of democracy. Foreign policies, global robbery equates to blood money. Colonizing nations, Nagasaki bombings. The war on terror, another exhibition for the leaders of the world to squeeze the life from the poor by setting up borders and separating cultures, paving the way for greed, putting a price on freedom, suppressing the soul, leaving you speechless. The gravity of demons have you in the end game. Titans like Thanos want us to hold the Iron Man. Withers of the fallen, dressed in black, they call us. But when it comes to groceries, you come to the corner shop out on a pickup. So you come to the Koreas, your favorite footballer is probably Zinedine Zidane. This is political punctuation where the punks turn profits, but they in pocket the profit. Politicians be peddling power every hour of the day. So what's changed? This is political punctuation where the punks turn profits, but they in pocket the profit. Politicians be peddling power every hour of the day. So what's changed? This is political punctuation where the punks turn profits, but they in pocket the profit. Politicians be peddling power every hour of the day. So what's changed?
What's changed?
This is political punctuation where the punks turn profits, but they in pocket the profit. Politicians be peddling.
Yo, who is the other guy?
I don't know.
Assuming the producer.
I assume the producer
right.
too, but it's like, how do we know? It's like I kept waiting for him to rap.
Yeah, I feel like he was in too many scenes for being the producer. Like I like the scene where he was rapping at him and he's just like sitting there like, yeah, you're right about that. I did read that somewhere. I like that scene, but not where they're like both standing on top of the mountain together, because then it's like he needs to be rapping to be standing on top
Right,
of
like
the
he's in
hill.
every scene. Like, are they a group? I mean, I know you don't have the answer, but like that's the thing. It's like, yo, he's in every scene with you. Why?
Oh, his name is okay. His name is DJ Icon.
Okay, so
So
yeah,
he
man,
is the producer.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that
I mean,
now,
the beat is phenomenal. Like
Yeah.
that beat was cool. It was a good, like I would listen to that beat. I would listen to a song on that beat.
right? Like who DJ Icon? Do you put out beat tapes? Because that shit was fire.
Yeah, that beat was fire. He got flow, but that
Where's he from?
voice and then doubled up.
Let me see.
I hate that.
I'll tell you what ruined it for me. That is not the flow that beat deserves.
No. Or the
Like-
voice. Like that voice sounds strained. Like it sounds like you're putting on a rap voice and you're spitting it from this side, and then you double it 3 times with like, I'm gonna spit it like this in the back and then put these vocals low. And it's like, it's such an old school, it's an old underground tactic. Like it's never been a mainstream tactic.
Yeah.
It's an old school underground tactic, and it's not good. It's like rap with your voice. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were, or unless you're trying to go all the way Be Real, where like Be Real, you know what I'm saying, doesn't talk like he raps, but when he goes on the mic, he going insane. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's like that's
But Be Real
you
also
know.
like the way he raps over the beat, like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a flow for that beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I hear it, like being an MC, like I hear it. I hear like 4 or 5 different flows for this beat that would bring character to a song. It's like right now what you're doing is you rapping over this beat. Like, but not to this beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the rap that you rapped over this beat is dope. Like, you know, you're rapping about politics. That's always a win for somebody somewhere, right? But it's like what this beat is, like the possibilities you have for a beat like this, you're not doing the best that you could with it, you know? Like
And
another
all-
MC would come and take his time and like not fill up every fucking space on the verse with a word, and like let it breathe and come up with a song. DJ Cabin
Yeah.
is giving us something. He said the sample for this is a Cambodian song. Let's see what he's linking us to. What's this that Cabin's linking us to?
Okay, hold up.
Yeah, that flow and that voice was too much. And a political song is probably usually more often than not a loss in my book. But it definitely, you're right. Like there is such an audience
You
for it
can't
out
lose
there.
doing
You
a
know what I mean?
political song. And also, you got a fucking Donald Trump sample at the beginning of it. You know what I'm saying?
Talking
I
about
don't.
break the wall and shit. I would have
Right.
loved after that video to see like a bunch of Mexicans breaking the wall in South Texas and on the border and shit like that, and have a rap fest in that situation, like that kind of chaotic of
Right.
like, yeah, you told us, motherfucker.
It's
Like
just a
that'll be
song.
fire.
It's a song, but it's not a video though. You want to play it? It's MF Doom featuring MF Doom and RZA.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
just
rest.
want to let's hear the sample of it all. See if it's the similar.
Okay, let me just share my sound real quick.
Maybe, Cabin. But yeah, yo, like DJ Icon. Shout out oh yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Dope.
Yo, this beat is fucking fire, yo.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I'm about to fucking write some shit to that.
Yeah, that's a great beat.
Yo, send that to me in top. No, we're gonna
Yeah,
do
that's a
we're
great
gonna do an ISO boom. Like that's gonna be a new segment. We're gonna start taking your shit and making it
Shit.
better.
Yeah, we're gonna show you what you were supposed to do with that shit.
Nah, I'm
We
fucking
gonna make
around.
a political. I don't even make political song. I'll make a fucking political song. So I'll show you what you were supposed to do with that.
Nah, but
Oh, yo, some shit I seen earlier that I wanted to play is Mortal Technique. I forgot to play it though because we kind of went into destructive criticism. It was on the news, on my news feed. He did like a freestyle over like classical music and did it dope.
Oh, I don't think that's new. I think he did that a while ago, right?
Oh, okay, all right. So it just came up. to my
That's
feed,
cool.
but
I
he
like shit
bodied
like
it.
that. That's
Yeah, I mean,
Bodied it.
Technique's a legend, man.
Yeah,
for
Tech's a legend, man, for real.
Facts.
All right,
Shout
so
out to
here's
Technique.
Selena, big name to follow. Selena,
Berry Bang Bang.
What?
Also, the official music video.
And it's featuring, I think, POP
Wait.
of the Poppy.
I appreciate that.
Selena, Beady Beady Bang Bang.
Oh,
Yes.
like bitty bitty
Yes.
bum bum.
Bang Bang.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh no. Maybe Selena's the name of the song.
Bidi, bidi, bam, bam. Y siguen con la bla bla porque tengo mujeres y plata como Selena. Mueve esa nalga, mira mi pistola, dice bidi, bidi, bam, bam. Bidi, 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 bam, bam. Bidi, 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 bam, bam. Bidi, 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 bam, bam. Bidi, 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 bam, bam. Y siguen con la bla bla porque tengo mujeres y plata como Selena. Mueve esa nalga, mira mi pistola, dice bidi bidi bam bam.
Y ya tú sabes, mi pistola dice bitty bitty. Y ya tú sabes, ando fumando creepy creepy. My eyes red, motherfucker, like trippy trippy. 500 on the dash through the city city.
Ya tú sabes, mi Selena hace bam bam. I don't really dance, mami, I'm a
Java,
gangsta.
do we gotta
Prefiero
go
perico
further with this?
encima de tu nalga. Si te tiro cama de
You just stop this right here, sir.
siguen con la bla bla
Bro.
porque tengo.
The levels that I hate this, right? So I'll start at level 1. Selena Bidi Bam Bam, we don't even know your name because obviously this is like como Selena, so you're talking about like she's like Selena with the Bidi Bidi Bam Bam. If this was a reggaeton song on a reggaeton beat, this would have been tolerable. Okay? But the fact that you got it under this fucking rap beat that's like mad gangsta and all this shooting and shit, and then you're talking about como Selena Bidi Bam Bam with, Selena's pocket in that Bidi Bidi Bam Bam was fire. So if you're gonna redo it over any other genre or whatever the case and take it to a new school level, you better have a fucking flow pocket. Like that was terrible. Like you just butchered that, and then you got this hard ass beat. And like, come on. And I like the video. And I think your voice could be better, but it was like it's like that creepy guy trope. Like I'm just a fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Crazy motherfucker. I got these guns. I got coco. You
I
know what
got
I'm
girls
saying? Like
all
I'm
around.
wildin'. Yeah, like it's like I like that. Cool, whatever. You got yourself a little niche trope, whatever you want to
Mhm.
do, whatever. Like, but that shit sucked.
Right. I'll tell you what I think about it. I believe you, sir. I believe that you are a wild boy. I believe that you're probably involved in something illegal. I believe that you're the man in some corner of this world, and that's why nobody will tell you that this is a bad idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I believe those guns are real. I believe, like, you know what I'm saying? I believe that has to be the only possible excuse that no one will tell you how bad this all is. Like, you know?
Mm.
Like the song is bad, you look ridiculous, like your hair being a different color, like you not 6'9", you know what I'm saying? You're not Trippy Red, fam. Someone like there's people around you who are getting paid enough that they're not gonna tell you any of this. You know what I'm
Trippy
saying?
Rojo.
Whatever it is, yo, but it's like like we say sometimes, like sometimes weirdos are talented. Like sometimes real motherfuckers want to be talented and nobody's gonna tell them that they're not. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like that's the only thing. Like I think you are probably a gangster somewhere in this country, maybe Miami, maybe someplace in Florida, and you also want to be a rapper, you know? So you got some girls, you got some guns, you got a homeboy with a camera, and you were like bitty bitty bong bong. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, good
Yeah,
luck.
that sounds like a fucking drunk freestyle that you should have left in the drafts, bro.
Good
Like that was fucking bad. And
good
if it
luck.
was reggaeton, I would have been a lot better, honestly. If
It
he
would
had a
have been.
fucking dembow or reggaeton beat, it would have been better.
It
But
would have
that,
been. He looked like a Spanish Andy Milonakis, yo. Like
You guys
yeah,
down for a few
that was
more?
bad.
Couple more?
yeah. Let's do two more. Let's
Yeah,
rock let's rock till midnight.
All right, perfect. Sounds good. All right, this is YK Frozen. Make that shit pop. Official.
Yo, I'm tired of everybody putting 2 letters or 3 letters in front of their name. Like that's such a thing right now. I don't think
I'm
that's
tired
gonna
of
last.
motherfuckers putting official music video like someone else is making a music video for your shit, B.
Yeah, just put music video.
Okay.
Hello? YK Frozen. When I make it to the top, I would never stop. 100,000 on the block, I make that shit pop. 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 Pull up to the club, couple thousand on my feet. Icy soldier, big guy, these bitches tryna see. If you ain't coming with me, you can't get in VIP. Only flexing Bugattis, diamonds on seat, bitch. Icy on the chain, diamonds on the ring. Niggas really hang, cause we'll never be the same. Money in the thing, money in the same. Ain't about the fame, bitch, we're all about the game. White and frozen in this bitch, and niggas never be in it. All the zeros in the bank, I get this shit so easy. I'm riding in the GT, I'm popping on a Marley. I'm fucking on your auntie. Ooh, yeah, I'm popping on a Marley. Yeah, I'm fucking on your auntie. Yeah. Diamonds on minutes, ooh, yeah, plumbing out, been it. Windows on tinted, cause I'm not winning. This ain't never gonna see this shit, my nigga, I'm winning, ooh, yeah. Niggas ain't even on my lead, type my nigga, he tripping, ooh. Big drum, 6 zone, tiptoe, like CeeLo. Go loco, try me though, fight these hoes, she deep though. Go loco, try me though, fight these hoes, she deep though. When I make it to the top, I would never stop. 100,000 on the block, I make that shit pop. I make that shit pop. I make.
Yo, I don't know if I'm just not in the best of receiving music.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, is it me? I was like, we've been shitting on everything tonight. I'm like,
Well,
you
I
know
was
why?
thinking
Because
the
we
same
fucking
shit.
bodied the MC challenge last night, and then we fucking stayed up and partied and shit. So I'm already on some like, yo, I'm too tired for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And
yo, but
we
it's
fucking come on,
it's also
like
it's
we're
also not that
elite.
like This is a bad crop of shit, yo. Like this is a bad. So
but tell me that video wasn't like the most fucking best edited video we've had on this show so far.
It was like the
that
opposite.
Was a crazy edit.
It was the opposite of that other shit we was talking about, where it's like, yo,
Right.
this video is crazy, but like, yo, the song is so plain. Like there's not one goddamn thing you said in that song that hasn't been said 1,000 times before.
1,000 times in the exact same way.
Right, like you didn't say nothing unique or clever or anything. Like, and you like, yo, you think you're special because of the things that makes everybody think they're special. It's like you a light-skinned motherfucker wearing cool clothes with a shape up, and you got 2 hot girls in the video. Like, there's nothing there, fam. Like, nothing there.
Nothing.
Like,
The
who are
only
you?
thing I would say he has going for him that's unique is his accent and way of saying things.
But that's probably
it's
not
also-
even unique in your area. You know what I'm saying?
It's not, and it's also an annoying tone of voice.
But wait, well,
But
yeah,
that- you know what I'm saying? That's a
hold on, Dama,
preference
because
thing.
this is I'm like, who are you, B? Like, who are you? Like, tell me who you are. Tell me something about you that lets me know who the fuck you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when Jay-Z raps, we know who he is. When Kanye West raps, we know who he is. When Trippie Redd or even these new Little Uzi Vert, when they do their music, they're giving us like who they are. All I got
Yes.
from you is that you've seen hip hop videos before
Yes.
and you want to be that. Like, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? It's like, come on, B. It's like, yo, and even if you're gonna do that, it's like you got these girls in your video and they dress like they fucking like a regular night. They dress like they out, and it's like you were like they happen to be walking by. You was like, yo, you want to be in the music video? It's like, and it was just crazy because everything else in the video you go so ham with. It's like the special effects is ham. You got a fucking like a Mustang and this other fucking fancy car. Like your shape up is super clean and your clothes is fly, and then the girls are just in
You
like
got the ring, the
right. The girls look like they could be enclosed from Forever 21, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to believe that you throwing thousands on the floor and you do all this shit, and you only got 2 girls in your entire video, and it's like,
That shit
and
was
you ain't saying nothing. You ain't even saying it
You
in
ain't
an
saying
interesting
nothing.
way. Like that shit is like a million times before.
I don't even remember the hook to the song, and I just heard it.
I don't remember nothing about it except bah! Like he was like, I
Right.
make that shit bah!
Bah,
and shit
right.
like that. Like,
Bah.
so
That
there
shit-
was that.
That shit was definitely Little Pump without the tattoos and fucking hair color.
Or
And also
flow.
just not as
And
good.
flow, yeah.
Yeah.
Not as good. It's like, yo, the shit that you're excelling at, fine. You've obviously got resources. You obviously got money for a video. Fine. Do better, make better music.
I really also don't like when male rappers do that Nicki Minaj tone inflections. Like
Mhm.
that shit kind of annoys me. Like when male rappers like like the Nicki Minaj shit that
Right.
that she did to try to make what they're saying more interesting
Right,
by
right,
doing like these like weird
Characters almost,
accents
yeah.
and shit. It's like it's not good. It's not good.
Automobile monster.
Yeah, it's like no
Make that shit pop.
Yeah, it's not.
That
yeah,
might
exactly.
that might be his voice. He might talk like that in real life. Who knows? At the end of the day, though, make better music.
All right.
Amen. We are not having it tonight, man. For real.
Okay, give me one, Jesus. Just give me one solid.
Milktown.
We could do two. You want to do 2 more or just this last one? This is the last one.
What time is it? What time is it?
We got 5-2.
This will be the last one.
All
Fuck
right,
it. This is
all
the
right,
this is the one that's got to save the day.
We can't tolerate it.
Damn, PT.
Save it.
Kenny Drake on the beat, bitch.
Long and shit the 2 niggas. All motherfucking titles. We're gonna do on this one. Long and shit the 2 up in this bitch, we gon' get it. Only nigga milk cart in his back, we gon' tip it. I don't fuck with nigga cause they like to go fishing. She only fuck with me cause she like how I'm spinning. She only fuck with me cause she know I'm gon' tip it. Nookie in this bitch, you already know we down wallin' out. Lonely shoes did numbers, yeah, and they trippin' out. Mama see my money, nigga, and she was like, fucking wow. What you doing? I'm on the fucking scene and I'm shaking hard. I'm always smoking weed and I'm always high. I'm looking good, nigga, and I'm looking fly. What's up in your bag, nigga? It's the damn glide. I got fucking pack, nigga, you gon' get high. My OG told me don't get high on supply. Only shooter two up in this bitch, we gon' get it. Only nigga milk cart in his back, we gon' tip it. I don't fuck with nigga cause they like to go fishing. She only fuck with me cause she like how I'm spinning. She only fuck with me cause she know I'm gon' tip it. If I'm not tipping, then you already know I'm dipping. I don't give no fuck, got cash, I'm spinning. Pussy ass nigga, yeah, they motherfucking snitching. On the fucking block, yeah, who fucking sneak dissing? Ducking with the mop now. You coming at your block now. I don't know these two on the map now. Pussy get you knocked down. We not stopping here or not now.
I mean, there was something there.
There's something there.
There's something there.
Yo, Dama, we be on the same fucking page.
Yeah,
Sir.
it's like I don't know what that something is, but it's something, you know, it's like a fearlessness of like I don't give a like. There's a true not giving a fuck, and there's the I don't give a fuck for
Right.
show.
It's like there's the I don't give a fuck when you there's the I don't give a fuck when you obviously give a fuck, and it's,
Yes.
it's like, oh, this person don't give a fuck. Also,
Right, like you holding the Swiffer wet jet.
right.
What? Like
Also,
that was bugged out. I like that.
The sound of your voice and your flow give a validity to the nonsense of your words. You know, there's something about the way you're rapping and the way your voice sounds that that makes the fact that you're not really saying anything solid or dope. You know, it's that it's that ODB shit, that MF Doom shit. Even though ODB and MF Doom were like phenomenal rappers, but it's like, yo, you got this relaxed gruffness in your delivery that makes the shit, that makes almost any, you could say almost anything, and it comes off like kind of dope, right? Then there's a playfulness in the whole thing. Like there's the part where the camera zooms up on your feet going like back and forth, and you showed that scene like several times. That like that gives it personality. And there's like I was saying, like the other dude that did before this, like I don't know that dude. I have no idea who the fuck that dude is. I know who he wants to be. I know what he thinks he's showing me. This kid, I feel like I know you a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like I get your sense of humor a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I
That's
think
so fucking important, man. I wish more people understood how important that is. Just show us a peek of who you are, man.
who you really are.
Who you really are. Like that shit, I definitely could picture a bunch of these young Zan popping Austin kids that's like in 19, 20, 21 riding out to that song,
Right.
causing mischief, because that song makes me feel like fucking like I don't give a fuck, we gonna get it, like whatever, you know what
Right,
I'm saying?
and
Like that's what it makes me feel like.
There's also a TikTok-esque feel to the video, right?
Yes.
Where I would say to this artist, to this kid, continue making music, get a better camera, stay away from like cliche shit like money on the floor and holding baseball bats. Like that shit is like, ain't nobody think you about to hit them with a baseball bat. Ain't nobody counting a bunch of 20s thinking like you fucking rich.
I like the Swiffer wet jet
Better than the
money on
baseball bat.
floor, because I thought he was gonna sweep up the money. I
Right,
don't know.
if-
I thought there was about to be something there, but the fact that he didn't, I was fine with that too. But I like the fact that if you're gonna put money on the floor, then you're gonna hold like a broom or a Swiffer.
Right,
like, it's
right.
weird, and like for what? I'm
Because
cool with that.
you're subverting the cliche. The cliche is throwing money on the floor. Like what rapper, you know, how many times have you seen a rapper throw money on the floor? But if you throw money on the floor and then sweep it up with a Swiffer wet jet, like that's something that, have you seen that before? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, to anybody who might be like listening to this shit, like, yo, if you're gonna do a video, ask yourself, has this been done before, and am I doing it better? And if the first answer is yes, and the second answer is no, don't do that shit. Do something else. There's an infinite amount of ideas for you to come up with, yo. You know what I'm saying? Don't do another video where you're sitting across from yourself playing chess. Don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't do another video standing on top of an expensive car, unless it's like some kind of a car that motherfuckers have never seen before. Don't do that shit. It's been done before.
No more
you know?
poker tables.
No more fucking poker tables.
No
unless
more
you're gonna
poker
put a
tables.
spin on it somehow that we've never seen it before, yo.
Yeah, like uniqueness is so fucking important, and like creativity. It's like I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of the videos we've seen tonight, they just lacked, like the person doesn't have a personality. You know what I'm saying? Like they have like a team maybe, or the ability to get music done, whatever. Like they're able to get from point A to point B on making music spectrum, but there's no substance because they don't have it. They don't have it in them, and
They
like
don't have
some of
it.
those people shouldn't be like artists, or maybe get people to write for you. If all you want to do is be an artist without the thing that makes you an artist, then you need people on all sides. You need people to write your shit.
Yeah.
You need people to direct you how to spit that shit. You need other people to direct you what fucking facial expressions to use at the camera, and then you could be like an industry plant. You know what
Word.
I'm saying? But like, if you trying to get this independently and like music is what you want to do, whatever, like put some soul into it, put some balls into it, put something into it, man, because that shit is like missing, empty.
And this is what I'll say. This is the realest shit anyone will ever fucking tell you. And to be an artist, yo, to be an artist, you got to be delusional, right? You have to be delusional and believe that you can achieve shit that no one else can believe, right? But also on a very real level, you got to be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best motherfucker ever, right? Like, eh, and who am I to give motherfuckers advice, right? But I'll tell you this: there ain't shit you can tell me about the flaws in my artistry that I haven't already gone over myself 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? People could be like, "Yo, Baxter, you don't put out enough music." I fucking know. Like they're like, "Baxter, your hooks aren't as catchy." Like I fucking know because when I look at my shit, I'm honest about it. I'll be like, "This is where my shortcomings are." You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you put something out and you are out in the world, are you being honest with yourself? Do you say to yourself like, "Damn, my hooks are trash," or "Damn, the way I dress in this video is trash," or "Damn, like you know what I'm saying, I'm not in the pocket. My flow is trash on this thing." And I'm not saying you got to say that to other people. I'm saying to yourself, you have to know, because once you acknowledge that your flow is trash, then you can work on not being trash. But if you won't even acknowledge that it's trash, then you don't know you need to get better, and then you stuck on trash. Don't be stuck on trash, yo.
Don't be stuck on trash.
Be honest with yourself.
That's a lesson for you kids tonight.
Right.
There go back deconstructing himself right there.
But I mean, like, I feel like that. I feel like all great artists do it. Like all great artists. That's why great artists suffer from imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Because we know the chinks in our armor, and we're so afraid other people will see it. You know. I just call myself
and that
a great
causes you
artist.
to not put out anything. That causes you to
Right.
like criticize your shit on a whole
Right.
other level. And like I feel you, man. I feel you. Like I'm talking same years and years and years of like listening to my shit and hating everything I put out up until a certain point, because
Every
I'm
time
like,
you don't pronounce a word the way you think you should pronounce it, like, damn, I said that word weird. This whole song is whack. Like, you know what I'm
this
saying?
is trash. Throw this shit out. Like
Right.
the way
and
I may look in a video, like all these things that I know now, like everything, like now I'm like I cringe. So I'm like I can't do that again. Like let me be more careful about how I construct a song. Let me be
Yo.
okay with re-recording. Let me be
Meticulous.
okay with meticulous, intentional.
Even with the challenge, yo, like I'm writing these verses, and in my mind, I'm like, yo, is this shit whack? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like even right before the challenge, I'm like, damn, like my shit isn't like Dama's shit, and it isn't like Ox's shit. Is like, and then I'm like, is my shit whack? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I have to spit it, and people are like, oh, that shit is fire. It's like, oh yeah, of course it's fire because I'm fire. But still, like I still doubt and I still question everything, yo. It's those motherfuckers. I know so many artists who are almost dope. They're almost dope. And the thing that stops them from being dope is they're so good that they never question that maybe they can be better. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
that's the worst.
they're so good. Like they make a song that gets the reaction that they want, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm dope. But it's like, yo, the reason why that song isn't ringing off everywhere is because like you didn't go the one or two steps further to make it an all right song to a fantastic song.
Yo, Bax just gave another meaning to hidden gems, for real.
I mean, it's true, man. Like, especially in the indie scene, like I know so many people that are almost dope. Like you're like they're good, but they're almost
Really
great.
good.
And the thing that stops them from being great is that they don't spend that extra day getting the song right. They don't change the chorus ever so slightly. They don't go back and scrap that verse that was good and find a verse that's great. Like, you know,
Right.
there's so much more to songwriting and song creation than just like being good at rapping. You know, it's like you gotta
And you know, like that's really like that audacity or that like like fearlessness and being able to say that, you know what, this thing isn't like, I don't have a reference point. You know what I'm saying? I don't have
Mhm.
a reference that I could look at and be like, yeah, somebody else did this before and this is how they did it and this is why it was
Right.
dope. You know what I'm saying? Like to be unique and to be, you know what I'm saying? Like it's good to work in that way where like you're like, you know what? I don't know. This hasn't
Right.
been done before and I'm gonna do it to the best of my possible abilities and listen to it and try to listen to it objectively to
Right.
see what flaws I hear in it just as a listener because we really do listen with a filter on when we listen to our own shit when
Yep.
it comes to mixing, producing, right, singing, rapping, everything. And it's hard to put that filter on because you know all the reasons why you said it the way you said it when you said it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
you're like,
Right.
oh yeah, there's a flaw there, but it's because of this, so it's okay. It's like, nah, let me fucking really listen to it and try to be objective and try to see if maybe I can re-record that a little bit, and it's hard, but the more you do it, and honestly, this show has been helping me with my song making. Because
Facts.
I'm really listening to the songs that I'm hearing that I'm like, I never want to fucking come off like that. I
Right.
never want to be so haphazard with my shit.
Or
Let
so
me fucking go
cliche.
so cliche. Like I'm really like there is nothing that's more on the forefront of my mind when I'm like writing lyrics and recording and like finishing up songs and shit than has this been done before and in what way has this been done
Yo,
before if it
there's
has.
times where I'm writing a verse or I'm writing a song, and I got like I could love the line and I love the bar, and I'm like, what am I really saying here though? Like, am I saying anything that like anybody like that is gonna be? Is that bar a wow bar? Or is it like a
Mhm.
filler, And I try to get rid of fillers. I try to not say things like I don't want to go on for 4 bars and not say anything worth saying, or even say it in a way that feels or sounds good to like say or hear. You look at a Drake or a Kanye West, and it's like their songs are so prolific because throughout the songs they'll have these things that they say that it's like, she asked me, do I love her? I'm sorry, I only love my bed.
My
Like, you know what I'm
bad.
saying?
I was thinking about that during this challenge.
But
That
but
song
it's
popped in my
it,
head.
it's like don't ever fix your lips like collagen and say something if you're gonna end up apologizing. It's like
Paladin.
just that line in a song, right? It's like what is he saying and how is he saying it? Like why is that so impactful? Like you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's like when you're in a song and you're saying shit like uh uh she asked me to get, if I get married, I told her, bitch, I'll never get married, but you can suck my dick. It's like, what are you saying? Like why should anybody repeat that in a club? Like like if you like, and then I'm not even saying like vulgar or fallacious lines can't be prolific. Like you
Right.
could flip that. Like 50 Cent, all the great artists you think of, they say things in a way that makes you want to say them.
Right.
Many men wish death upon me, blood in my eyes, and I can't see. Like the reason people love that song, the reason that was the highlight of the album is because a motherfucker will stand in a club and they'll say it like it's them. Like many men wish death
Yes.
upon me, blood in my eyes. Cardi B, little bitch, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like the attitude, the feeling of everything about that is something that like can resonate and relate with other people. Like
Mhm.
when you're songwriting, like try to stay away from cliches, try to stay away from being boring, try to stay away from saying shit that like has been said a million times before if you're not gonna give it the energy and personality to make it to bring it to life. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Ah,
Absolutely. Yep.
I, it was just so much tonight that was just like, yo, step your game up, man.
Yeah. We really had to poach the bottom of the barrel tonight because nobody really submitted. People be getting scared to submit, you know what I'm saying? Because we fucking break the shit down, especially after that MC challenge last night. They're like, yo, their opinions is like dead valid.
What we need to do too is and we'll wrap the show up after this. What we need to do too is edit these shows down and start posting them in that same group that we've been fucking poaching songs from. Because
Absolutely.
when motherfuckers see that we're roasting their shit, like they're gonna want to submit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, this has been ISO Boom, hosted by myself, Baxter Wordsworth. the super talented and phenomenal Dama Nils, and supported by the one and only Soulful Souls. We do this every other Monday or whenever the fuck we want to here in the EO Zoom. Thank you for streaming and watching us. We'll be back again 2 Mondays
When we
from
feel
now,
like it.
or whenever the fuck we feel like it. Dama, is there anything else they need to know?
Yeah, plug
Hey,
EO Love.
fucking do better.
Plug EO Love real quick. The 14th, Dama got
Oh,
us.
EO Love, the 14th,
Love.
For Your Love, dropping on
Right.
February 14th, single and video. See, I've been so caught up in all of y'all videos, I ain't even show love to my own.
But yo, if you're
for-
listening to this in March, you missed it. So fuck it.
Maybe we'll watch it
Yeah.
on here. Haha, break
Yeah,
it
we're gonna
down.
premiere the video on February 14th. We're gonna do the EO Love. So come through and rock. Come perform your love songs or love hate songs, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The spirit of V-Day. So yeah.
Hey, yeah, step your game up. This is Midnight So Boom. Throw your V's up for vice versa. Peace.